Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman received an elaborate welcome at the White House from President Donald Trump, marking a visit that highlighted the growing partnership between Washington and Riyadh. The White House offered a full display of ceremony on Tuesday, complete with a red carpet, marching bands, riders carrying flags on horseback, and a military flyover. Trump greeted the Crown Prince, widely known as MBS, with a reception designed to signal how strongly the administration values Saudi Arabia's role in the region. The extensive ceremony reflected Trump's focus on shaping a new vision for the Middle East, built around investment deals and closer U.S. cooperation with regional partners, with Saudi Arabia at the center of that approach. After arriving through the South Portico, Prince Mohammed joined Trump in the Oval Office, where they answered questions from reporters. Their discussion touched on business opportunities, regional peace efforts, artificial intelligence, and developments in the technology sector. At the start of their Oval Office remarks, Trump thanked MBS for planned Saudi investments in the United States, claiming the total would reach $600 billion. Jokingly, he added that since the Crown Prince is his friend, he might convince him to raise the figure to $1 trillion. He said those investments would translate into jobs, business opportunities, and large financial flows for American companies and Wall Street firms.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. We have an extremely respected man in the Oval Office today, and a friend of mine for a long time, a very good friend of mine. And I'm very proud of the job he's done. What he's done is incredible in terms of human rights and everything else. And I want to thank you because you've agreed to invest $600 billion into the United States. And because he's my friend, he might make it $1 trillion, but I'm going to have to work on him. But it's 600, we can count on 600 billion, but that number could go up a little bit higher, yes, or I don't know, we'll see. But we appreciate it very much. So Saudi is going to be investing at least $600 billion, and that means investments in plants, in companies, money on Wall Street, and what it really means for everybody that really counts is jobs, a lot of jobs. We have a lot of jobs. So I just want to thank you. We've been really good friends for a long period of time. We've always been on the same side of every issue.
Prince Mohammed said Saudi investment in the U.S. could indeed rise toward $1 trillion. The agreements we are signing in technology, AI, rare materials, magnets, and more, will create major investment opportunities, he said. He also echoed Trump's view that the U.S. is now the hottest country globally, adding that Saudi Arabia wants to help build the foundation for new technological industries in the U.S.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. This relation has been a relation for about 9 decades, and we've been working together for a long time. But today it's a very important time in our history because there is also a lot of things that we're working in the future. We believe in the future of the United States of America. We believe in what you're doing, Mr. President, really creating a lot of good things and good foundation to create more economic growth, more business in America. And it will also your work for the world peace. I believe, Mr. President, today and tomorrow we're going to announce that we are going to increase that $600 billion to almost $1 trillion of investment, real investment and real opportunity by details in many areas. And the agreement that we are signing today in many areas in technology, in AI, in rare earth materials, magnet, etc., that will create a lot of investment opportunities.
So you are doing that now. You're saying to me now that the 600 billion will be 1 trillion.
Definitely, because what we are signing, it will facilitate that. And
I like that very much. Go ahead. No, that's great. I appreciate that. That's great. We're doing numbers that nobody's ever done. And in all fairness, if you didn't see potential in the U.S., you wouldn't be doing that.
Definitely.
You don't want to lose money.
As you said, Mr. President, it's the most hottest country in the planet. But what you're creating is not about opportunity today. It's about also long-term opportunity in the United States of America that will affect American economy positively in the next coming decades, preparing the right foundation of emerging technologies. That's a game changer for America in a good way, and we want to be part of it.
Their meeting produced several major announcements, including new steps within the long-standing defense relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia. Trump has repeatedly said in recent months that he wants Saudi Arabia to join the Abraham Accords, which normalized ties between Israel and several Arab states. On Tuesday, both Trump and the Crown Prince suggested that progress toward that goal may be possible, although neither offered specific details or a timeline. Prince Mohammed stressed once again that progress toward a Palestinian state remains an essential part of any agreement for Riyadh. We believe having good relations with all countries in the Middle East is important, and we want to join the Abraham Accords, Prince Mohammed told reporters. But we also need a clear path toward a two-state solution. Today we had a productive conversation with the president, and we agree we must work on creating the right conditions for that to happen as soon as possible. Saudi officials have long said the kingdom remains committed to the Arab Peace Initiative, which links recognition of Israel to the establishment of a Palestinian state. Trump said he had good talks with the Crown Prince about the matter. We talked about one state, two states. We talked about a lot of things. We'll continue those discussions soon, he said.
So definitely we believe having a good relation with all Middle Eastern countries is a good thing, and we want to be part of the Abraham Accord, but we want also to be sure that we secure a clear path of two-state solution. And today we have a healthy discussion with Mr. President that we're going to work on that to be sure that we can prepare the right situation as soon as possible to have that happen.
I think I don't want to use the word commitment, but we've had a very good talk on the Abraham Accords. We talked about one state, two state. We talked about a lot of things in a short period of time. We'll be discussing it further too. But I think you have a very good feeling toward the Abraham Accords.
Yes, definitely, Mr. President. We want peace for the Israelis. We want peace for the Palestinians. We want them to coexist peacefully in the region, and we will do our best to reach that day.
The White House also announced that Trump and MBS signed a new strategic defense agreement intended to reinforce the more than 80-year security partnership between the two countries. While the details were not released, the administration said the deal includes new funding commitments from Saudi Arabia to offset U.S. costs and affirms that the kingdom views Washington as its primary security partner. On Monday, Trump confirmed that he will approve the sale of F-35 fighter jets to Saudi Arabia. He told Prince Mohammed during their meeting that the jets would not be downgraded, breaking from a long-standing U.S. policy of maintaining Israel's qualitative military edge in the region. They'd like you to get planes with reduced capability. I don't think that makes you very happy, Trump said to the Crown Prince. Israel is a great ally, and Saudi Arabia is a great ally. As far as I'm concerned, both deserve top-of-the-line aircraft.
We'll say that when you look at the F-35, and you're asking me, is it the same? I think it's going to be pretty similar, yeah.
How will that
this is a great ally, and Israel's a great ally. And I know they'd like you to get planes of reduced caliber. I don't think that makes you too happy. They've been a great ally. Israel's been a great ally. And we're looking at that exactly right now. But as far as I'm concerned, I think they are both at a level where they should get top of the line. I mean, we're going to sell them F-35s. That's the end of the question, I guess.
Is it part of the security agreement or no?
No, we're going to have a deal. They're going to purchase F-35s. They're buying them from Lockheed, and it's a great plane. We make, by the way, the best military equipment. You saw that during the Iran little skirmish. We make the best planes, the best missiles. We make the best offensive missiles. We make the best military equipment in the world.
Trump also referred again to U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear sites in June. We acted on behalf of everyone, he said. The results were extraordinary. We have the best pilots, the best equipment, the best planes, everything. He later said Iran is showing interest in diplomacy. We're talking to them. I'm completely open to it, Trump said. It would be good to reach a deal, and we'll see what happens.
I think we've done a great job in wiping out the nuclear capacity of Iran. Nobody else could have done that. No other president would have done it. We had the pilots in the Oval Office right here. We were celebrating a very successful attack. So I had them in with that beautiful B-2 bomber that's over there. And they said, sir, for 22 years, we practiced this attack. Our predecessors, these were very young guys, so 22 years, they said our predecessors and us practiced the attack on Iran. But no president ever gave us the go-ahead. Nobody let us do it until you came along, and I let them do it because it was the right thing to do. You can't have a nuclear Iran. And so we put you in a very good position. And by the way, Iran does want to make a deal. I can say I think they very badly want to make a deal. I am totally open to it, and we're talking to them, and we start a process. But it would be a nice thing to have a deal with Iran, and we could have done it before the war, but that didn't work out. And something will happen there, I think. But they would very much like, I mean, they may say something else, but they would very much like to have a deal.
On Tuesday, MBS said Saudi Arabia would support talks between Washington and Tehran. We'll do everything we can to help reach a deal between the United States and Iran, he said. We believe it would benefit Iran's future and the stability of the region and the world.
Well, we are close ally. We'll be working closely together on that issue, and we will do our best to help to reach a deal between the rest of America and Iran. And we believe it's good for Iran's future to have a good deal that will satisfy the region and the world and the rest of America. So we will do our best to see that day happen.
Later that evening, Trump hosted a black-tie dinner for the Saudi delegation at the White House. During the event, he announced that the U.S. would designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, a status that streamlines access to American military equipment and cooperation. This designation places the kingdom alongside 19 other nations, including Israel, Japan, Australia, and Egypt, with similar privileges, and the U.S. also treats Taiwan comparably.
That we're taking our military cooperation to even greater heights by formally designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, which is something that is very important to them. And I'm just telling you now for the first time because I wanted to keep a little secret for tonight. I just heard him say, oh, that's nice. That's another point you won today. And signing a historic strategic defense agreement, which we just signed a little while ago. So congratulations, it's our dear.
Throughout the day's events, both leaders exchanged praise. Trump described the Crown Prince as fantastic and brilliant, and said he was proud of the incredible work MBS had done. At one point, Trump reached out and held the Crown Prince's hand, then remarked that he preferred this gesture to the fist bump President Joe Biden offered during his 2021 visit to Riyadh. I grabbed that hand, Trump said. I don't care where that hand's been. Trump clashed with an ABC News reporter who questioned the Crown Prince about the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Trump accused the reporter of disrespecting his guest and later argued that the network should lose its broadcast license after she asked why he would not release government files related to Jeffrey Epstein. Trump dismissed concerns about bin Salman's alleged involvement in the Khashoggi murder, insisting the Crown Prince knew nothing about it, contradicting U.S. intelligence assessments. He described Khashoggi as extremely controversial and suggested many people did not like him. Whether you liked him or didn't like him, things happen, Trump said.
Americans
Who are
trust
you with?
And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news, ABC fake news, one of the
But the
worst,
question is
one of the
legitimate,
worst
sir.
in the business. But as far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that. It's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that, because I think when you come in and when you're 97% negative to Trump and then Trump wins the election in a landslide, that means obviously your news is not credible and you're not credible as a reporter. But I think the way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you. Who else has a question?
The Saudi government has denied that MBS ordered the killing, claiming the operation was carried out by rogue officials. A U.S. intelligence report released in 2021 concluded that the Crown Prince approved the operation to capture or kill Khashoggi at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. At the White House, MBS called the killing a painful mistake and said Saudi Arabia has taken steps to prevent anything similar from happening again. It's a huge mistake, and we are doing everything possible to ensure it never happens again, he said. The Crown Prince added that Osama bin Laden had tried to damage the U.S.-Saudi relationship and that the kingdom is determined to prove him wrong. We've worked to strengthen our country and our partnership with the United States. It's essential for global security, he said.
Answer. I feel painful about, the families of 9/11 in America, but, we have to focus on reality. Reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. So whoever buying that means they are helping Osama bin Laden's purpose of destroying this relation. He knows that strong relation between America and Saudi Arabia, it's bad for extremism, it's bad for terrorism. And we have to approve him wrong and to build our relation, to continue developing our relation. It's critical in the safety of the world. It's critical against extremism and terrorism. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, anyone that been losing his life for no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc. in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
A number of notable guests attended Trump's black-tie dinner for Prince Mohammed, including businessman Elon Musk, who returned to the White House after leaving the Department of Government Efficiency. Cristiano Ronaldo, who plays in the Saudi Pro League, FIFA President Gianni Infantino, and dozens of leaders from the finance, technology, and energy sectors. The day's events also featured a flyover, a gun salute, and a formal gala organized by First Lady Melania Trump in honor of the Crown Prince, attended by Ronaldo and numerous other high-profile figures. That's all for now from Global Pulse Unplugged. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.